All right, welcome back to Pop Tournaments Podcast. In Pop Tournaments, of course, we take a category of pop culture and let you, the fans, vote on matchups in a single elimination tournament format to determine an ultimate champion. We are here to discuss those results and the upcoming matchups. It's Saturday, July 25th.
I don't know. Time has no meaning.
Something like that?
No idea.
No. It's we live in the bizarro world, and there is no time. I think it's the year 2020.
I can confirm it is the 25th.
All
The year,
right.
Awesome.
I'm not so sure about.
All right. Well, I am Jake Wicker. With me is Ryan Barrett,
What up?
Jennifer Schmidt,
Hi, friends.
and we are glad to all be here talking today. How's everybody been getting through July? Ryan?
I've been doing all right. I mean, this is I'm just getting done with my work week. Saturday nights are always kind of fun for me because it's like my Friday night. I'm a classic industry schedule, like Sunday, Monday is my Saturday, Sunday. So, so this is kind of always a fun night for me. And I had a couple fun things happen this week. One, the return recently, the return of one of my favorite podcasts of all time. I know it's one of Jake's favorite podcasts as well. Formerly You Talking You Two to Me, is now back. And they started the season talking about, it was called You Talking RHCP Remy, and it was about Red Hot Chili Peppers, which I'll listen to them talk about anybody. I don't really care. It's not about, I listen to
It's not about us.
Hours and hours about U2, and I could not care less about U2. But
Wow, Jennifer, I'm hurt.
Now I care a little bit more about U2, but at the time, especially, like, it took me a little while to start listening because I was like, I don't care about U2. Why would I listen to this podcast? But then I'm like,
Fair question.
I love Scott Ackerman. I love Adam Scott. I'll give it a shot. And it became my favorite podcast of all time. So anyway, they start this new season about Red Hot Chili Peppers, and one episode in, after one episode, they start episode 2, and within 10 minutes, they drop Red Hot Chili Peppers and start talking about Talking Heads instead, who's my favorite band. Maybe Steely Dan. They're like one of my favorite bands of all time. So like it went now, like my favorite podcast ever is talking about my favorite band ever. So that's like, I am really, really stoked about that.
Ooh, and there comes the music. I'm sorry, folks. That's our episode. By the way, go
Zoom
check
meetings.
out, before you listen to any of our other episodes, go check out You Talking Heads to My Talking Head. Actually, pause this now. Go check that out. No.
The other cool, notable thing that happened to me this week is I was bartending on Thursday night, and there was this gal who came in, sat at the bar and ordered a margarita, and super pleasant, whatever. Seemed like she was just like waiting for somebody. And then a little while later, this other dude came in and sat down next to her, and I looked over. It's fucking Dave Pirner from Soul
Nice.
Asylum.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't tell this story on the last episode because he did not come up in our one-hit wonders.
Well, real quick.
No.
Even though
Did you congratulate him on not making our one-hit wonder bracket?
Yeah.
I didn't. I honestly thought about mentioning it to him, but I'm like, it's probably a touchy subject. So, but I said, hold on one sec here. I said, that I told him that I met him in like 2001 or 2002. At the time, I was going to school at IPR, music school, and they were like tracking some recording, and I was in charge of setting up his mic. And so we were like hanging out in the mic room, and he was like so freaking nice, and it left like a huge impression. To this day, anytime anybody ever brings up Soul Asylum, I'm like, Dave Perner is one of the nicest dudes I've ever met. He's so cool. And so I told him that. I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know you made like a huge impression on me and whatever. And that was like, after that, he like really opened up, and like we ended up chatting for a while and whatever. And so it was kind of a fun little interaction. So that was the big happenings of my week. Other than that, I started a new season of Survivor, season 8, the first All-Star season. So
hey, that is, really exciting to watch a super old competition show that is no longer relevant. Jen, you've been having kind of a fun adventure, haven't you?
I have. I'm coming at you guys from Keystone, Colorado right now. Where I'm hanging out with Ryan's wife, Becky, and then also our friend Cassie. And today we went whitewater rafting down the Colorado River. So it was pretty amazing. I'm not going to lie. It was a good time.
Nice.
Sounds incredible.
We cannot wait to bring you back to our secret undisclosed location from which we broadcast our...
You should talk... Sorry, I have some inside info because I was, I'm privy to the situation.
With your wife?
That he is.
You should talk about what you guys did yesterday with the llamas or alpacas or whatever.
So Ryan's wife Becky everyone loves llamas. They are like an amazing animal, but Becky especially loves llamas. And so we went to like a llama and alpaca like ranch and got to learn about them, and we each got our own like alpaca or llama to like walk with a leash. We went on a nice long walk with our alpacas, and Cassie had a llama. Becky and I both had alpacas. If you don't know this, llamas are bigger, they have stronger necks, and that's the main difference. Oh, and when they walk, llamas stick their little tail up in the air like a little poof ball behind them, and alpacas like tails just kind of still hang down. So those are the differences. The more you know. Bing. Yeah. So
very interesting.
I learned a lot about llamas and alpacas.
Alpacas are the best.
Very cool.
For the most part, my week has been boring. I have been so excited for this episode. Literally for the last 2 hours, I was shotgunning what I thought were fruit gushers, and were actually it was a jar of just little red guys that are in the middle of green olives. So I'm a little unbalanced at the moment, but I apologize. Let's we're here to kind of recap what's been going on in the TV Dads tournament. Jen, we're happy to have you here. Unfortunately, we missed you on the first couple of TV Dads episodes. Looking back on the overall tournament, was it any thoughts, anybody you thought we left out, or any issues with how things kind of went? Want to yell at anybody?
I don't think Johnny Rose from Schitt's Creek was on that list, and that's who I would have been pretty excited to vote for. I'm a big Schitt's Creek fan, and Johnny Rose is like the center of that family. So
that was an oversight.
Yep.
We're gonna have
pretty
to send
harsh,
that to the
guys.
oversight committee.
But besides that, yes. Yep. I'm gonna report us to our friends at VH1 about that.
Shh, don't give away the location of the bunker.
And then, of course, as I managed to mention, I think in both of our music podcasts too, I'm heartbroken that Coach Taylor didn't make it past the second round. because I absolutely think he, from Friday Night Lights, the TV show, is the best ever TV dad. So, so I'm a little bit heartbroken.
Me too.
Everyone needs
Me
to
too.
watch that show. I know it doesn't seem like that amazing of a show, but it is. You have to make it through like the first like 4 or 5 episodes, and then you'll love it forever, I promise.
And then also season 2, which is a little rocky.
The season 2 has some good things, has some really rough stuff, but
It does. But and I'm I'm as big of a fan of Friday Night Lights
Yes.
as you are. I'm just saying, like, it's you'll be hooked enough after the first season.
You can handle
that
season
you'll
2,
be
yes.
able to. Yeah, exactly.
Yep, the back part of season 1 is so good that it'll carry you through season 2, and then seasons 3 through 5 are amazing too.
Yep.
Are you telling me the show is good enough that after a while I find myself getting an unnecessary basic cable subscription just so that I have what was it, CMT, that show went to for a season, and then they went on to some weird streaming service just to kind of finish it out.
It was They I think it was with DirecTV.
DirecTV, DirecTV channel.
Yep. They had it, and so DirecTV produced the last 3 seasons, and so they aired it first on DirecTV, and then it was available.
Bold move.
I think just on NBC. Yeah.
Yeah, but back in the day.
Yeah, it was one of the first to have
like
them.
You had to have that.
It was before the streaming channels were producing original content, so it was one of the first like deals between companies to have it on its own platform.
And I'm sure
first.
DirecTV is just so angry right now.
And also,
groundbreaking show.
Yep. If you can't find it to stream it, I also own it all on DVD. So, Twin Cities people, I will lend it to you so you can watch it.
Holler at your girl.
Since nobody wants to pay any money for them anymore, what if we started to do the like there's the neighborhood libraries
bootlegging
with books? Why don't we just start sticking our old DVDs in there?
I have so many DVDs. Oh my gosh.
Why do we stop at DVDs? Why don't we, stick our homemade marmalade or jams in there? And why stop there?
Yep.
I don't know. So we're
start putting our clothes.
Hey man,
in there.
Yeah.
Can you do my laundry?
Money.
Yeah.
Let's just start in that quadrant there. So as you alluded to, Hank Hill in the Texas Throwdown defeating Coach Eric Taylor.
He did
91-45. And on the other side of that, you had Homer Simpson over Frank Costanza, 117-37, kind of a shellacking. Homer definitely could have been a number 1 seed.
Yeah.
But, oh man, it's tough to see Frank go. Definitely a fun one. But that leads us to what's going on right now. Still a few hours left to vote. Homer versus Hank Hill. Currently 87-39 in favor of Homer. Ryan, I thought I saw this being a little bit closer than what it is right now, at least.
Me too. There's been so much love for Hank in this tournament. I was expecting more of those people to show up. But I think the problem is there's a lot of crossover between the two fans. That Venn diagram is like this.
Yeah.
Overlapping circles is the symbols I'm making with my hands right now for you audio listeners. And so it's tough when you have two people who shared the same hour time slot for a decade.
Yeah.
It's tough for people to pick favorites,
Yeah, it was amazing looking at this, seeing how many. I mean, obviously Homer's the big one in this tournament, but how many episodes?
Literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if you go back to that episode when he went on disability for being obese. But over 900 episodes of fatherly wisdom between these two. Absolutely incredible. But it looks like it's going to be Homer moving into the final 4.
Yeah.
All right, and bouncing down to the next quadrant.